This is where I get lost in the music. I don't know what's being said, or I focus on lyrics. All right, today I'm checking out Bruce Dickinson. I'm listening to his song 1000 Points of Light. Let's get into it.
You can sail in the desert with a ship of fools. You can smuggle in Moses and his book of rules. But you can't take a mother and give her back her son. What kind of freedom is bought with a gun? People like to build their prison walls when they're afraid to look inside a thousand points of light. How the muzzle flashes in the night, and the freedoms you profess to hold won't bring the dead back from the cold. Political speeches, they're lying in the mud. Nothing else matters but money and blood. Tyranny of freedom is do what you like. There's a world gone crazy cause it can't say no. People like to build their prison walls when they're afraid to look inside a thousand points of light. Are the muzzle flashes in the night, and the freedoms you profess to hold won't bring the dead back from the cold. A thousand points of light are the muzzle flashes in the night, and the freedoms you profess to hold will bring the dead back from the cold.
Okay, dang. Okay, what an interesting song. The riff is kind of atypical. It's kind of different. Kind of bopping when it's like, dun 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 dun. You know what I mean? I feel like just that rhythm right there is like, oh wait, that's hitting different. That's kind of like a bop. It'll make me want to be like, not like that. It's just like literally like, oh, dun 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 dun. That's definitely a bop. But then I had to make a decision when that riff first came on. It was like the first verse. It's like, dang, do I pay attention to this or do I try and like follow along with the lyrics and see what the song is talking about? I was like literally thinking that. I was like, this is a crossroads. This is where I either get lost in the music and I don't know what's being said. I guess I'm becoming more self-aware. I don't know. I was literally thinking that in the song. Like, this is where I get lost in the music. I don't know what's being said, or I focus on the lyrics. And I started reading the lyrics. I was like, oh, let me let go. But then there's that instrumental section that had the same riff. So then I got to process the riff. So I made the right decision. Now lyrically, I guess, okay, we got some kind of political theme going on. Political speeches, they're lying in the mud. Nothing else matters but money and blood. That's so true. That's fact. All the speech, they promise you all this stuff. You know, it all comes down to dollars and donors and who wants war and who profits and blood and money. That's really it. And that's like politics kind of summed up. Nothing else matters but money and blood. I mean, what else do you need to say? What else do you need to say about politics? Follow the money. Follow the money.
What is it that produces the light? What is it that makes these thousand points of light shine? What is it that will make America a kinder and gentler nation? Perhaps I should ask who is it?
There should be time for love, but there's too much room for hate.
Okay, so 1,000 points of light. That we're talking about military stuff. We're talking about war. Are the 1,000 points of light are the muzzle flashes in the night? Okay, 1,000. That's got to be a lot of guns. That's a lot of guns. We're talking about war and the freedoms you profess to hold won't bring the dead back from the cold. Okay. Okay, I got. What are we talking about? Spreading democracy, spreading freedom, and usually when we spread democracy or try to, it's like ends up with maybe like 1 million people dying in that country when I spread democracy. Yeah, something like that. I feel like he's talking about that. Go around and pillaging and stuff in the name of freedoms and those kind of things. I feel like if that's the ballpark. Yeah, it would take me a minute to organize this in my head, but it's like that kind of stuff. I think that's what this song is about. That's the whole 1,000 points of light thing. But yeah, some of the riffage in this song, especially that second half, like the instrumental section of the second half, that was nastier. In the first half, it was that riff I was talking about when I paused it at first. It was more of like a bop. The second half, no, that was that instrumental section where you gotta kind of, you know what I'm saying? You gotta scrunch your face. That one's kind of nasty.
I don't know. Tell me, man, what do you know? What do you know? Me and my boys on the road. You to go. She told me, boy, you to go. Like I don't know. But